Hey everybody, I just wanted to say before I hop in the shower that if you are a drug addict, in active addiction, really of any kind, if you are an active addiction of whatever to the point where it's like monopolizing your life and your time and your energy, and it's like, you know, it's your lover, it's like the first thing you think about when you go to sleep and or wake up in the morning, and the last thing you think about at night. If you're like addicted and your life has become unmanageable, as they say in like NA and AA. I just want to tell anybody know that like you deserve more than that and you are capable of having more than that. Just do what you want to do. And if you want to get high all day, I mean, why do you want that? Like, why is that enough for you? I used to think, why wouldn't I want to feel the best feeling in the whole world? Like, why wouldn't I want that? And it's like, well, what is it the best feeling compared to? It's the best physical feeling, but it's literally never enough. You can never escape, and that's the goal. It's not just to feel good, because life as a whole feels a million times better and rewarding on a soul level, and authentic satisfaction, which is like creating and living and existing in a state of peace and harmony with yourself. I mean, that type of authenticity, that goes to the bone. So like, what are we talking about? And man, now that I have, in 5 years, I went from thinking I was like worthless, nothing more than a destined to be a drug addict, and I had like accepted that. Every sense of identity I had came from the outside in. I was an addict and I was a girlfriend and I was just like an agent of chaos. And that was my identity. And like I was melancholy and like good with animals or whatever. There was lots of little things, but at my core, that's what I was. I needed everything destructive to tell me who I was, to make me feel something that felt like I could exist in reality. And if that's you, if you're looking to be fulfilled or to be okay from the outside in, consuming whatever, you really can. Nike, for all their fucking corporate hypocrisy and flaws, their slogan is like right on the money. Just do it. Just be. You can just do what you want to do. Like life, it can be whatever you want it to be. It can. And like, when you start putting limitations on it, like, well, I can't do this, and it's like, well, why not? you know like, you can do whatever you want, and if you want to be happy and be fulfilled, then find those things that fulfill you and just do them all the time. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. And anything that holds you back from that, like, oh well, I can't do that, you know do what I want to do because of this or that, just scratch it from your life. Don't listen to it, because nobody, it wants you to be yourself. Nobody wants you to have a good life. People, a lot of them are miserable, and a lot of people want to keep you miserable too. And it's always like naysayers and, oh well, you can't do this and that. Well, screw you, do whatever you want. And when you start just being like, wow, why is addiction enough? Why is, you know, other people and the world and this drug and this addiction telling me who I am? Why is that enough? When you actually like say, it's not, and answer that question honestly, and it's not enough, because everybody deserves to live the life that they want, and everybody deserves to stand in their autonomy and be themselves and create the life that they want to, create a life worth living. We are these amazing creatures. And people talk about dogs like being incredible, because they are, but when a lot of people say human beings don't deserve dogs. I mean, my God, look at, when I get down about the human race or myself, like I look at myself and, the human race as a collective, as one collective. I look at us basically as like incredibly smart, incredibly complex, these like self-aware dogs, because we are resilient and we are loving and we are big-hearted, and we need to take a lesson from dogs and just like live in the present. We don't have to walk around like these wounded, empty animals. We can fill ourselves up with the autonomy, you know, of our own decisions, and fill ourselves up with like our love for ourselves and our love for life. It's up to us to do it, because nobody else is going to do it. And I looked everywhere, and even people like family and good friends, they still don't know what's best for you. Only you can like live life for yourself and answer that question, and you deserve it. And we all deserve that. We just have to stand in our autonomy, base it on self-love, and do what the fuck we want to do. We all deserve that. And if I can do it, anybody can. But like I said this in an old video, it's not because like, oh, I'm somebody or I've got all these answers. Just fucking do what you want to do. If you want to do drugs, then guess what? Wrong answer. That's not even you. That's your ego telling you that. That's your addicted mind telling you that. That's not what your soul ever tell you. You know, I mean, just I can do it because I'm nobody, because we're all everyone, and I know that sounds kind of like woo woo, but we are, one species, we are this beautiful collective of human beings having this like experience right now and just trying to make it. And, just live for yourself and live from a place of love. And you cannot go wrong. And it is like so worth it. So y'all have a good night.